What's going on, everybody? My name is Ken, and this is Trenny. And let's see. First off, we want to say thank you so much to Rachel for asking us to do this. Basically, when you're living life and you're going from day to day, a lot of times you don't look back on and look at your accomplishments and see really how far you've come. And she asked us to just share a little bit about who we are and what Beachbody has given us. And when you look back, we started this back in July 2nd, 2012. And when you look back and you think about how many things you have accomplished in that time frame, it really is quite remarkable. We were just like jotting down some notes to talk about, and it reminisces about who we are and who we've become in that 5.5 years. I think it's 5.5 years.
Yeah, so we actually started our health and fitness journey on July 2nd, 2012. I was about 6 months post our second baby. I had baby weight to lose. Couldn't get rid of it. Ken was also looking to lose what he called his pregnancy weight as well.
I put on a lot of weight. We had our first baby 3 years before, and they say the average dad gains 6 pounds after their first child, and with every child after that. And I passed up 6 pounds. I just kept putting it on and eating, as a 3-year-old, we weren't feeding her healthy, and we were swinging by and giving her McDonald's and Happy Meals, and guess what? When they don't eat all their fries or all their chicken nuggets, guess who puts it down? Dad. So yeah, I had reached the point where I was walking past the mirror, and I just didn't like what I saw. I think I reached my breaking point when I thought, like, how could she find me attractive? Just because I was getting in the shower and I was just like, what have I let myself do? And I had tried to go to the gym and I kept failing. And I had tried to just cut all my calories out and lose weight that way, just because I didn't understand nutrition. And you can only do that for so long before your body goes, dude, give me some calories. You need to feed me. And I was just looking for something different, something that was going to work. And
basically, we didn't know where to start.
Yeah.
We had 2 small kids. We couldn't go to the gym. We are pharmacists, so we were working opposite shifts from each other. So if Ken was at work, I was home with the kids, and vice versa. So going to the gym just wasn't an option. So we actually had a friend.
Our 3-year-old, we had a gym membership with a nice daycare, and she did not want anything to do with it.
She didn't think so great.
Every time we went to the gym, she would freak out, and you'd see those daycare people come looking for you, and they'd open the door, and you're on the treadmill, and you're going, and you're like, oh, man, Maddie's screaming again, and I can't calm her down. So we tried, and it just wasn't working.
So we needed something else. Yep. So we actually saw a family friend on Facebook, and we were kind of stalking his page, and we saw that he was doing some at-home workout program. He was getting great results. He was a pilot, so we knew he was very busy as well. So we thought if he could juggle this, we could certainly try to figure this out too. So we reached out to him and just said, hey, whatever you're doing is working, so help us. What is it, and can you help us?
Yeah, we didn't even realize he was a coach at the time. We just saw him sharing his journey online and saw him have results. So we just said, and the thing is, like, he started asking us questions, and we started giving him answers like, we're short on time, we don't cook at all, like we don't cook
know
at
how
all.
to cook.
I love my beer. And the thing is, he listened to what we needed at that point, and he gave us a recommendation. And at first, since I didn't know he was a coach, I just was like, oh, I'll Google it, just tell me what to Google. And he's like, guys, settle down. He's like, I'm here to help you. And the thing is that, he was just asking questions and sharing us like nutrition guides and all this other fun stuff. And by the time we started, he gave us all the tools that we needed to have success, and which we didn't have before. We didn't have a nutrition guide, and we didn't have a set schedule of what workouts to do and how that would help us. And
here's the cool thing. The program he actually recommended, I had in our closet because for years I've been one of those like closet workout people. Like, I was embarrassed to work out in front of Ken. So when he would go to work, I would attempt to do something at home, and it just, because I didn't have the support and the accountability, I was trying to hide it from him. It just wasn't working.
I saw all these workout programs and all this workout equipment coming in, and I knew she was spending just all this money on it and not getting any result. Well, I shouldn't say not getting any results, because she's always been beautiful. But she it would sit in the class, seriously,
collecting dust.
those CD holders. I mean, we had so many workout CDs.
Right,
and
we're
they
getting off the point. So we
Yeah.
recommended something called Power 90. It was one of Tony Horton's very first programs. We dusted it off. I said, great, we're going to start tomorrow. And Ken was like, He's like, no. He's like, I need a week to get my pizza, my beer. I said, no, we're starting tomorrow.
If you're going to do this, you're doing it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, and we did.
Mhm.
And so it was really hard. We were getting up really early in the morning to get this workout in. I was still nursing the baby, so I was up multiple times a night, but we knew it was important.
We would have a bottle ready during the workouts, and when the baby would start crying, we'd run upstairs and like, well, I guess, yeah, the baby was 6 months, so like some point in the journey, I think she was like 9 months at this point, but we just like tossed the bottle in and like run back down and finish the workout.
We had to get, our 3-year-old off to school. One of us had to get to work, so it had to be done. But we started to see results, and that's all the validation that we needed. So we just kept going.
It was one of those things where our coach, he asked us those questions. He got us set up in the right thing, but he also said that he was going to put us in this private Facebook group where there was other people doing the workouts. And at that point I was like, no, I told you, I still want to drink my beer. I still want to do this. And he's like, I am telling you, you need this. You need the support. And the thing is, he's like, you don't even post anything for the first couple of weeks, just watch. And so we went in there, and the thing is that there were people in there that were on different stages of their journey. And there was one guy that was getting great results, like bulking. He was eating like, I don't know, like 4,000 calories a day, but he was shredded. And we would sit in bed and look in this group and just laugh at this guy. Like, he just ate 12 egg whites and like all this stuff. And the thing is, like, we were just trying to lose 1 pound. That's all we wanted to do. And we were failing for years before that. But
if we hadn't had that group support, we wouldn't have stuck with our journey.
Absolutely not.
People in this group were amazing. They held us accountable. They are our very best friends now. Like, we travel with them.
They are very positive. And that's what the thing, when people work out and exercise, they get it. They're bettering their bodies. They're bettering their minds. They're doing all these things to do the opposite of what other people are doing. 95% of people out there come home, watch the news. They feed their mind with all this negative stuff. And this group and this community that we like just stumbled upon was totally different. They were doing the opposite. They were bettering themselves and encouraging each other and saying, keep going. And we know when you go to that Super Bowl party, it's hard. And we know that people are going to bring donuts into the office. Just say no. Like, just give yourself, like, our program's 90 days. Just give yourself 90 days and get through this. And the first month I lost 4 pounds. The second month I lost 3 pounds. And guess what? You get pretty darn excited when you start seeing results like that.
That's right. And at some point, our coach came to us and said, hey, you guys are sharing your journey. You're helping others. Why aren't you coaching? And we gave him a whole lot of excuses.
Yeah, because we didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
And that's what these videos, that's what this group is about, is to get you more information to see if it's right for you. Because I will tell you that if you look out there and you jump into this and you figure it out along the way, you are going to be like just floored on how great this community is and how much support you're going to get.
That's right. And we'll kind of share some things that have happened to us because of the coaching opportunity. But if we hadn't said yes, none of these things would have been possible. So yes, eventually we did say yes. We became coaches January 2013. Mm-hmm. So 6 months after 5-6 months after we started our health and fitness journey, we had results. We believed in the products. We believed in the company. And we had that desire to just share and help others.
Yeah, and at first we knew that products worked, and we knew that we were going to keep buying different products, different programs as they came out. We knew we were going to be drinking our shakes, and now we have a whole supplement line. We didn't have it at that point, but our goal was to just get that paid for. Like, who doesn't want to be in this community and just get that stuff paid for? And obviously in the back of your mind, you're like thinking, like, if I can help enough people, I'm going to be able to make an income out of this. But at first it was just like, I know I'm going to get these programs and products no matter what. I'm just going to jump into this coaching and see what I could do with it. And that's the mindset I had. And, but I mean, it's crazy. So when we started, what would you say, like, our first 3 weeks of coaching was like? 4 weeks?
Well, so it was fun and it was exciting because we wanted everybody.
We already had our results.
Yeah. And so we were just talking to people and sharing our journey and saying, we can help, join us, join this amazing community. And you know what? We had a lot of no's.
Yeah.
A lot of people weren't ready to make that commitment. They didn't know what we were talking about, what this whole coaching thing was. But we
didn't know what the heck we were doing. We were trying to force people into things that they didn't want to do. And the thing is that we were just so excited about it. We were just like, come on, join us, please, please, please. And they were like, whoa. And we realized that not everybody is ready for a health and fitness change at that point. It might be 6 months down the road. It might be 1 year down the road when they're trying on a bridesmaid's dress or when they're getting ready to go on vacation. But the thing is, we had those conversations with them in the past. And guess what? Maybe 3 months, 6 months, a year later, that's when those people joined us. And, it was one of those things. Now we know that. We just have to talk to people and share what we're doing. And if they say yes, great, they can join us and we can have fun with this. But if they say no, it's just not their time right now.
That's right. It just means not right now. Yeah. And you just keep talking to people. So
yeah. But when you first become a coach, there's training. You don't do this by yourself. You have coaches that have been in this longer, that have put together training. Our corporate offices put together training. And it takes the first month or so, you are doing a lot of development yourself and learning how to do this. And I think that's what I was surprised with, is just how much information is out there to help you become a good coach.
That's right. Again, amazing leaders. Rachel, who asked us, to put this together for you guys. That's one of the great things about Beachbody is we got to meet Rachel through Beachbody. We're in the same town, and we would have never met her had we not been brought together. Cool, yeah, we like me too.
Yeah. But yeah, so when you first become a coach, it's scary. But the thing is, everything's scary. When you look back 5 years and all the things we have accomplished, and it just keeps building upon each other and all the things that are available out there to you in this community. I think the first thing you learn about is something called personal development, where the workouts and the nutrition are strengthening your body. We need to strengthen our minds also. And so what we recommend is that you read 10 pages of a good book or listen to 10 pages of a good audio program every day. And that's going to expand your mind. And just through that one habit, it has taught me so much. I would have never been the type of father I am, the type of husband I am. I was managing a pharmacy at the time. And at first, when I got into this coaching thing, I was like, everybody's going to laugh at me. Everybody's going to why are you doing this? You're a pharmacist. And the thing is, the total opposite happened. Through personal development and getting better, everybody started coming to me for answers and asking me questions. And I don't know if it was 1 year out or 2 years out, but I sat down for my raise and I got my biggest raise that I've ever gotten. And just because I had become a better leader and a better person, and I was reaching out to other pharmacists and helping them with their pharmacy, and it just blossomed. And
so coaching is an amazing opportunity to just grow from the inside out. Being healthy isn't just what you put in your body and how long you work out every day, but it's that internal transformation. And like Ken said, with personal development, you just become a better person because you're constantly growing and learning new things. And that's one of the really amazing things about coaching.
Yeah, I think the first thing that we always talk about is to become a good coach, you have to work on yourself. That's exercising, eating right, and doing personal development. If you're doing those three things, guess what? People are going to notice and they're going to start asking you questions, or when you talk to them, they're going to say, okay, yeah, I've been noticing that you have been doing something different and we really like the changes in you and we'd like to, follow along too. And that's where sharing your journey comes into play. So you have to work on yourself, then share your journey, and everything after that is just building your business and going forward with it.
That's right. So let's kind of share with you what we've been able to do since, we've become coaches as far as just finances and our physical health. We've kind of touched on that, a little bit too, but we have to kind of put this disclaimer in there too, that whenever we start talking about money and income with Beachbody, we always have to say that, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. It all comes from the hard work and effort and the diligence that you
the
yourself put in.
So, I mean, I guess the first win that we had was just becoming a better positive influence on our daughters. The one was just eating McDonald's. Now we have all healthy food in the house. They when they want something, they usually get fruit and vegetables. I mean, that's a huge win for us. Not only fruit and vegetables, but lean meats, things like that. Instead of stocking our whole house with junk, it's now stocked with all fresh, good foods, and they've become very good eaters because of that.
Yeah, they're not picky at all. So.
Yeah. So what else? What else are we going to talk about? Are you going right into the money thing, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, let's see. So we talked about the only thing we wanted to do was pay for our products. And so our products got paid for, and then we were making some extra income. We sat down and we were both working the same amount of hours in the pharmacy as we were prior to becoming coaches, but now we had the income coming in that we were paying for our products, and we had extra income. So we sat down and we said, what can we do with this extra income? And that would benefit the whole family, because it's just extra. We're just putting in an hour and a day to build this business. And what did we decide to do?
I think the first thing we decided was we had outgrown, or is this where we're going? We're outgrown the house.
No, that was a little. The first thing,
I forget.
The first thing we did was we started college savings accounts for the girls.
Oh yeah, that whole education thing.
Yeah, and at first we were putting $200 a month for each of them in the account, and then we were able to raise it to $300 for each of them every month. And since then, for the past 4 years, we've been putting $400 a month into each of the girls' college accounts, and they have
That's
really
$800 a month.
They're 9 and 6 right now, and they have very nice college savings accounts right now, and I think that's amazing. And it's something that just came with just doing a little extra on the side instead of watching TV.
Yeah, and then so we kind of outgrew
our current house,
or the old house that we were living in. It was time to start looking for something else. We were able to find, after 3 years of looking, we were able to find our forever home. However, the forever home was a foreclosure, and it was a complete gut job.
Yeah, we had to spend $80,000 remodeling the house. And it wasn't, we thought we would, was it a 4-year plan or a 5-year plan?
We were on a 5-year plan to remodel.
We wrote down everything that we needed to do in this house. And obviously we started with the most important ones first, but we actually ended up doing everything within 2 years just based on the money that was coming in through Beachbody. And
Let's clarify though.
What's that?
We had money set aside for renovations. We didn't spend the $80,000 didn't all come from Beachbody, right? So,
well, I mean, I don't care where your money comes from. It's the Beachbody definitely helped, and we have, it's paid for all of it now.
Yeah, that's the point of the story. Is
it's so done at 2 years instead of 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how to split when you have money coming in six places. True. Like it's coming in and it's building. So let's go ahead and do these things now.
Yeah. So that was huge for us to be able to just be able to get those renovations done in a fraction of the time that we thought it would take us. So while we were doing that, we're still putting the money into the girls' college funds. So, and this is just like, Ken alluded to the fact that, by just sitting down every night and doing an extra hour or so, obviously as you go further along into your coaching journey and you have a team or whatnot, it's going to take a little more time than an hour a day. Yeah. So please don't think that you only got to work 1 hour a day and poof, you get to buy your magical dream house, because that's not how it happens.
Exactly. It's hard work. It's just like your health and fitness journey. Just exercising 1 day a week or eating good 1 day a week is not gonna do it. You have to put in the hours and the time. And the thing is, the more you see coming back to you, the more hours you want to put in. So it's one of those things where it turned into a passion for us, a passion for helping others. And the thing is, if you help enough people, you're gonna reach your goals.
That's right.
But and then finally, we were both working as pharmacists, and Trenny's dream was always to come home and be a stay-at-home mom instead. And we basically got to the point where we were able to do that. And so now, for 7.5 years, we worked opposite schedules. We didn't have a day off together unless we took vacation days. And that was because we wanted to stay home and watch our kids ourselves and not have babysitters. But now, now I'm going to work, but Trenny is home full time working on the Beachbody business while the girls are at school. And like right now, we have a Saturday and Sunday off together. We could, after this video, we are going to go do something with the family because we can. And I think that is the most important thing. It's not the money that Beachbody has given us. It is the time freedom to be a family and to watch the girls grow up and, you know, do things with them as a family. And, you know,
it's priceless. Like, yeah. And it's even hard for me to put into words now. I've been home for about 2.5, 3 months or whatever, but you know, I haven't had to miss a single activity at school with the girls. They're in Girl Scouts, so I get to do all of those things. I actually get to look forward to having a Saturday and a Sunday off with my husband. Like, we haven't had that in 9 years, really, because since we had our first baby, and we're doing this whole opposite thing, you know. But again, it didn't, you know, come overnight. I had to work really hard to replace a pharmacist's salary to be able to do this, but I get to do it on my own time. This summer, I'm going to be able to travel with the girls. Ken has a new job, so he doesn't have all the vacation yet, but if I want to take my kids to see their grandparents, I can, because all I need is an internet connection to work my business. And
a new job that I was able to take a pay cut because it's a better life. It was one of those things where I took a pretty substantial pay cut, $40,000. But the thing is, it's a job that I go to. I enjoy. The hours are better. But, you know, like, we were able to do that. She was able to step down completely and say, thank you for the time you've given me. And I was able to say, hey, I'm going to, you know, move aside now and take another job. And I mean, we would have never been able to do those type of things. I mean, here's the thing. If you're thinking about coaching, a lot of people sit back and they watch things pass them by. And they you know, say, oh, I wish I would have done that 3 years ago. If you even have a slight want or need to figure out what this is and how this works, just go ahead and do it, because you will figure it out along the way. There is no contract you have to sign. There is no commitment. The only thing you have to do is say yes and start doing the trainings, start getting out of your comfort zone, start doing the hard work and not watching TV at night. And the thing is, you never know what you can accomplish. Like, did we think that all this would be possible? No. And who knows?
Wasn't even on the radar 5 years ago.
Who knows what will be possible 5 years from now? We have our goals in place, but you know, as you go along and you start doing new things, like, those goals might totally change. And 5 years from now, we might be making another video from who knows where. I don't know. This house might not be here. We might be in a different city. But the thing is that that's the exciting part about this. It's you know, you can design your own life just by running your own business.
By design. The possibilities are endless. So, you know, they always say dream big, and I never really understood what that meant until I was given this opportunity and I could really see what it could do for me. So, you know, it's like Ken said, if you have any inkling whatsoever to learn more, to be a part of this amazing community, just do it. You have nothing to lose.
Nothing at all. You have everything to gain, though.
That's right.
So, I mean, that's about it. We just, you know, like I said, thank you so much for asking us to do this, because it actually made us sit down and reminisce and just think about, wow, we've come a long way, and there's been a lot. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. We could have went on for hours on the things that's happened to us. I mean, we've been on at least 8 trips through Beachbody.
Oh, like, yeah, for sure.
You earn these trips, and you can go on these great vacations, the parties, the conferences, the new leadership things. There's just so many things out there that we didn't even touch on. But
lots of perks.
Once you say yes to this, you will learn all the different things that are possible. So guys, I hope you take this seriously, and if you want to better your lives through health and fitness and help others, this is the way to do it. Just say yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.